The following is a presentation of the OLSH Sports Network. Coming to you live from Sewickley, Pennsylvania, it's the OLSH Sports Network's presentation of Charger basketball on doubleheader day here on Saturday, as the ladies will open it up today against the Panthers of Sewickley Academy. Pleasant good morning, everybody. Hope everybody's staying warm and you're out of the snow and have your driveways cleared and ready to go. Chase Johnston and I'm OLSH, are here to bring you what should be an exciting day of basketball, both the boys and the girls in action. It's first, the ladies, as I said, are here visiting the Panthers of Sewickley Academy, Chase, and should be an exciting game. It's an exciting day over here at Sewickley, that's for sure.
Yeah, definitely an exciting day over here at Sewickley, and I definitely think it'll be a very exciting game today. I mean, you have OLSH currently sitting right now at 4th in 3A Section 2. With a 10-5 overall record, with a 2-3 section record, going against a 2A Section 1 Sewickley Academy team that's currently sitting at 5-7 overall and 2-4 in conference. Definitely a very intriguing game today, and like you said, a very big day here at Sewickley Academy.
Yeah, they've got all kinds of events going on here, Alumni Day, senior recognition, and the big thing this afternoon, we won't be here for it. I wish I could, for recognition of Win Palmer, the late Win Palmer, I should say, who passed away this past off season. And he was the AD, the golf coach, the basketball coach. He did everything over here. He taught. They are going to name the court in his honor today, unfortunately after we're gone. But what a great man. The Sewickley Academy and WPI has lost a good one last year.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Definitely a legend here, and he kind of a do-it-all man here at Sewickley Academy.
The Chargers come in, as you can see, with a record of 10-5. They're 2-3 in the section. The Panthers, as you said, Chase, 5-7, 2-4 in their section. Sewickley Academy is it's a 2A school. Chargers a 3A school. And if you look at the stats, the Chargers come in scoring just under 50 points a game, giving up 35, and that falls right into Sewickley Academy, just basically what they do. Sewickley Academy averages just under 40 points a game, giving up 44. So if you look at the paperwork and the stats, it favors the Chargers, but you never know. That's why we play the game. That's why we get between the lines and play the games, Chase.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, with the Chargers averaging 49.8 points, just under 50 points, only giving up 35.2. Also, you got to look at those stats, Al. Something to point out about the Chargers, that I was looking at this today, a little bit of a skew on that. They also beat South Allegheny last time out by a score of 58-10 in blowout fashion. I was quite surprised by that when I saw that. But like you said, when you go over stuff like that and you look at the points per game, just under 50 points, you're going to get a lot of your points out of two major players on this team. That's senior forward Morgan O'Brien and junior guard Claudia Irulo.
Well, you kind of touched on it, Chase. We might as well go there. We'll get the starting lineups while we're talking about it. First, we will go to the Chargers because they are the visitors. Starting for Coach Don Eckerly tonight, or that should say this morning, is starting off is number 1, Priestley Holmes. She's a 5'5" senior guard. She will get a start tonight. Another senior at 5'6", another guard, is number 2, McKinley Walsh. Wearing number 4, a senior forward at 5'8", is Morgan O'Brien. Another senior forward at 5'7" is number 20, Gia Marino. Number 22, as you mentioned, Chase, is Claudia Irullo. She's a 5'6" junior guard. Again, for the Chargers, it's Holmes, Walsh, O'Brien, Marino, and Irullo. We'll shift gears and go to the Panthers, and Coach Julian Capuzzi will send this starting lineup out. Starting at a guard position is number 2, Skylar Nacito. She's a 5'6" junior guard. Number 10 is Libby Anarino. She's a 5'8" senior forward. Number 12 is Grace Giardini, a 5'5" freshman guard. Another guard and another freshman at 5'4" is number 15, Emma Anarino. And yes, they're sisters, Libby and Emma. As I said, she wears 15. And number 21 is Bella Jakic, a 5'4" sophomore guard. Again, for the Capuzzi led Panthers, it is Nacito, Libby Anarino, Emma Anarino, Grace Giardini, and Bella Jakic. I'm excited for today, for everything that's going on here. There's a nice crowd in here for Saturday morning, Chase, and I'm excited we get to run back over to OLSH and watch the boys take on Brentwood as the boys start the second half of their section season. And actually the Chargers, the ladies, will this week as well when they take on KO.
Yeah, definitely exciting weekend in OLSH athletics, and not only it's an exciting day here at Sewickley Academy. Looking kind of over some things today with OLSH. Definitely, it's kind of the type of game that this is, I would say, when you get these later season non-conference opponents, definitely a good time to see kind of what you got working. And another thing today, like you said, Presley Holmes, she's now inserted into the starting lineup. We haven't seen that yet this year. So you'll see some other players for OLSH come off the bench. And then today for Sewickley Academy, two people to highlight, I would say, for them are the Anarino twins, obviously. Two really good players. Obviously one, Libby, a senior guard, and Emma Anarino, a 5'4" freshman guard. So you'll get to see those two play together today, and I'm excited to see what they can do against this OLSH squad. I'm
told that Skylar Nacito is a player to watch as well. I don't know much about Sewickley Academy, but, you know, again, on any given day, you just never know. The Sewickley Academy comes in 5th place in Section 1 and 2A, as you said, with a 2-4 record in section. And the Chargers come in 4th place in Section 2 and 3A, behind Avonworth, Seton LaSalle, and Keystone Oaks. So Chargers, of course, this is not a section game. It means nothing in the section standings, but this is a game where both these coaches can kind of reassess and see what they've got and evaluate for the second half of the section season. Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. Like you said, these I call these kind of tune-up games. Yep, I would say. Like you said, for the second half of the season. And you know, looking at this OLSH squad this year, I will say that section is brutal. That's a brutal section. It is. It really is. It's extremely brutal. I mean, obviously, Avonworth, Seton LaSalle, both very powerhouse schools, and then Keystone Oaks also is on top of that. But like you said, I mean, you have those four teams. I think they're going to be playoff teams. I mean, honestly, they're going to be in Class 3A, Section 2, and then like you said, this is a tune-up game for OLSH and Sewickley Academy to kind of assess kind of where they're at and to continue on into the season. Hey, there's no better way to see yourself as an OLSH student than to become an OLSH Charger for a day. All 8th grade students and transfers to grades 10 and 11 are invited to join us as a shadow for the day and experience firsthand what it's like to be a student here at OLSH. Students will be assigned a Charger ally, which is your host for the day. You'll attend classes, meet the teachers and students, and eat lunch on us. Register for your experience at www.olsh.org/visit. Also, you want to mark your calendar for the annual Charger Challenge fundraising campaign. It will kick off on Friday, January 26th. It's coming up. It'll run through Monday, February 5th, with a goal of raising $135,000 for the OLSH Fund. For more information will be coming soon, so stay tuned. That was a huge success last couple of years.
Yes.
So looking to do more of the same this year. We'll step aside. We'll be right back. We'll have national anthem and opening tip in just a few moments. So don't you go away. Get your hot chocolate, settle down, and start your doubleheader action here in just a few moments right here on the OLSH Sports Network.
Yeah, because how many seniors do they have?
I personally love the family environment of OLSH, and that's what I saw from my first day coming in as a freshman. Everybody was kind and helpful.
All the teachers and all the students, we all treat each other like family, so it's more like a homey type feel.
You get to know everyone who goes here.
It's like a community. Everyone's together and we're all just like a family.
I think I've grown more religious through the teachings and understanding the religion better.
With the amazing theology teachers and getting the chance to go to church every week, it's definitely expanded my faith.
Different things like Cairo retreat or being able to come to confession or go to adoration here in the chapel every day gives you really a good opportunity to connect with God and express their faith and not feel shy about it.
The teachers are incredible. They make you feel like one of their own kids.
I feel comfortable going to them at any time for whatever the need be, and I know they always have my back to help me.
They get to know you personally and get to help you in different ways.
They're not just worried about your grades, they're worried about how your feelings are. They care about you more.
OLSH is a place where you can get involved in a bunch of different things.
It sets you up for college.
It's a school full of many opportunities that'll help you grow, not just spiritually, but also just as a person in general.
OLSH is one big family. Everybody knows everybody.
OLSH is challenging adventure and it really just is an amazing experience.
She is a fantastic young woman who is not
Back here at Sewickley Academy, you are witnessing the senior recognition for the lone senior on the Sewickley squad, Libby Anarino. This will be her last season with Sewickley Academy.
She is also a member of the Science Buddies program, Astronomy Club, and she is the president of the Math Club. Libby would like to thank her parents for always supporting her and her sister Emma for making her senior year better than she could have ever imagined. She would also like to thank her coaches, Coach Tiger, for everything he's done for her and all of her memories they've made for her over the years. Her teammates and the team parents for making her time at SA so special. The athletic department and Susie for all their support and commitment to the team. And finally, she would like to thank Coach Palmer. Libby's advice to this team is to always bring your sleigh game. Cherish the time you have with your teammates and make the most of every game. Playing high school basketball doesn't last forever. Enjoy every second of your high school experience. Next year, Libby plans to be majoring in engineering. Thank you, Libby. SA basketball will miss you.
Very nice. We listened in because there's only one seat.
Yeah, exactly.
So might as well give her the benefit. Libby Anarino.
Introducing tonight's lineup for the visiting Chargers. They are led by head
So,
coach
getting ready to go. Chargers in their visiting purple uniforms. I like these. They changed them from last year. They had they rocked the gray.
Yeah.
With the purple and gold numbers.
I'm always a big fan of the purple jerseys.
You see Presley Holmes being introduced. McKinley Walsh comes out.
Forward sophomore number 4, Morgan O'Brien.
Morgan O'Brien, multi-sport athlete,
Senior number 20,
going to Westminster.
Yeah, I saw that. She's playing softball and
volleyball.
volleyball.
Yeah.
Junior number 22,
Anna Marino, or Gia Marino, and Claudia Irullo, last to come out.
Now introducing the home team, your Sewickley Academy Panthers.
I was talking to Coach Eckerly before the game, Chase, and he's kind of like, I said, how you feel about this game? He says, there's a lot of things we got to work on.
Yeah, when you get into this part of the season, you always get coaches that say that. I feel like that's the status quo.
Position of guard, freshman number 15, Emma Anarino.
Speaking of coaches and taking care of your team, one of your players from the football team got some good news this past week.
Yeah, he did. Van Cavals. He ended up getting an offer from the University of Pennsylvania.
That's
to
awesome.
Play football, so definitely excited for him. And I kind of feel now, since getting that one offer, I feel like there's going to be a lot more that are going to start pouring in for him.
The old finger in the dike, and then here it comes.
The second one person, one team, one school does it, it'll go.
Here's the national anthem. We'll listen in. All right, now we're ready to go. This is, I was told also by Heather Border, the AD now here at Sewickley Academy, that in honor of Wynn, not because of him, but in honor of him and renaming the court, they're going to have a temporary plaque over on the floor in the corner as you come in, and then over the summer, they're going to redo this entire floor, sand it all the way down and redo it and have his name and plaque here on the court permanently. So Chargers get the ball on the opening tip. It's Irullo to McKinley Walsh. Over to Presley Holmes, back into Morgan O'Brien. They'll work it around inside to O'Brien. She's double teamed, and there's McKinley Walsh all by herself under the bucket, and it's quickly 2-0 Chargers. 4-0.
That was a quick one there by Claudia Irullo. A little steal and a little basket there.
Taken away, Presley Walsh, or Holmes gets it over to Irullo. Sorry about that, I missed that other bucket. I was putting it in. Walsh in the middle, over to Holmes. 3-second violation on the Chargers. Gia Marino gets caught watching the paint dry. Turnover for the Chargers. 7:11 to go, just underway here in the first. Chargers with a 4-0 lead. It is Anarino. Shot from Giardini, no good. Brought down by Walsh. Here comes McKinley up the court. Hands it off to Irullo. Irullo from the wing to Morgan O'Brien, over to Walsh, over to Holmes. Holmes from behind the arcs launches one. Off the glass, no good. Brought down by Irullo. Up off the glass and in. It's Emma Anarino. And Bella Jakic couldn't handle the pass, goes out of bounds. Chargers will take over right near the timeline. Irullo gets it to Morgan, top of the key. O'Brien goes down the lane, off the glass and in. Yeah, Chargers coming off that 54-10 win over South Allegheny. Get a foul here against the Chargers. Irullo is going to pick up her first. First on the Chargers.
Yeah, definitely a dominant win against South Allegheny there last time out for the Chargers.
Libby Anarino goes down the lane. She draws the foul. Doesn't get the bucket, but she'll be at the line for a couple. Second foul on the Chargers. This one will go against McKinley Walsh. Her first. Libby Anarino could not get the first one to go hard off the back iron. Goes 1 for 2 and gets the Panthers on the board. Irullo now with the dribble. Goes to her right, down the lane, kicks it out to Holmes. Holmes with the three on the way, off the iron, no good. Walsh tracks it down, gets it out to O'Brien at the elbow. Holmes again, this time goes off the hands of Grace Giardini, out of bounds. Charger ball, and O'Brien will trigger in. Irullo rattles it in and out. Here comes Giardini down into the paint. Underhand layup. Loses it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Panthers. Sarah Dashner's going to check in for McKinley Walsh for the Chargers. Giardini will trigger in. They get it over to Anarino. Sister to sister. It's Libby with the ball now. Taken away by Morgan O'Brien. Could not, she did keep it in, but it goes right into the hands of Giardini. Knocked out of bounds by Marino, Gia, and the Panthers will trigger in. It'll be Libby. Gets it into Whitcraft. Whitcraft can't get the shot to go, and it's Holmes with the rebound. Hands it off to Morgan O'Brien as I see Whitcraft in the lineup now for Josie Whitcraft for Sewickley. Libby Anarino throws one up, no good, and the tips at Giardini. She draws the foul. It'll be the third on the Chargers.
Early on in this quarter, Al, Chargers starting to get in some foul trouble.
Morgan O'Brien will pick this one up. Her first. Third on the Chargers. Yeah, quick three quick fouls. First one rattles in. Giardini gets her first points of the game. Can't get the second one to go, though, but Libby Anarino picks up the rebound, passes off to her sister, Emma. Emma to Giardini. Elbow. Taken away. Irullo just took it right out of her hands. She's working against Libby. And Claudia goes down the lane and throws it in. Definitely 8-point lead.
Definitely someone you got to watch getting hot here early in the first quarter. She already has 6 points.
Emma Anarino throws it up and goes right into Gia's hands. Here comes Morgan O'Brien, passes up to Irullo to Holmes. Steps back, passes to Irullo, back to Holmes. Irullo and Holmes play catch, and finally Irullo takes it to the foul line, gets it to Marino inside, and it rolls in. 4:08 here in the first. And we get a timeout called by Coach Jillian Capozzi. First timeout called of the game. Hey, interested in supporting our OLSH Chargers? Visit www.olshathletics.org and check out the fundraiser section of the Fan Zone tab for the latest fundraising opportunities. Fast start for the Chargers, Chase.
Yeah, definitely has been a fast start. Something to point out. Out of the current 12 points that OLSH has scored, they've only missed one basket.
Wow.
So far early on in this game.
They're scoring points the way which is their MO. I mean, a lot of them, not all of them, but so far the takeaways and converting the takeaways into points so far. That's the Chargers' way of life, at least on the girls' side of the ledger.
Yeah, and you want to talk about takeaways. I mean, OLSH has caused 7 turnovers so far in this first quarter.
Another one goes off the hands of Grace Giardini out of bounds, and Sarah Dashner will trigger in for the Chargers. Leah Parker getting ready to check in for the Chargers. Dashner to O'Brien. Irullo quickly to Marino. Tries to throw it up off the glass. Doesn't go. Rebound brought down by Nacito. And here come the Panthers. Libby to Emma. We'll go that route when they're both on the court. Emma still has the ball. And she shuffled her feet trying to get it to Nardini. Giardini, I should say. Another turnover. Under 3.5 to go in the first. Dashner, Irullo play catch. Inside, that ball's tipped. Tried to get it to Parker. Doesn't happen. And here comes Giardini, or no, that's Emma. Anarino gets knocked out of her hands going down the lane. It'll be Panther ball. Libby, jump shot blocked. Here comes Morgan O'Brien trying to beat Anarino. Anarino gets her hands on it. Libby does, and knocks it out of bounds. The Chargers will maintain. They'll trigger in from the baseline. Little inbound play. Doesn't work. Marino tried to go up and didn't get it to go. Here comes Libby Anarino. Across the timeline, works against Dashner. To Emma. Whitcraft back to Libby. Foul on the floor against the Chargers. That'll be their 4th with 2:45 left here in the first. Foul was on the floor, so the Panthers just trigger in with 2:45 left here in the first. Emma at the free throw line, tries to go down the paint. Sarah Dashner gets the foul. That'll be the 5th on the Chargers. That puts Sewickley Academy at the line in the bonus situation.
That also puts Dashner currently, it's 2 quick, very quick fouls on her.
That first one is good, and checking in is Emily Gallagher for the Chargers. Was it Dashner to win out? Yeah, has a seat. Goes 1 for 2, and all 3 points for the Panthers come from the charity stripe tonight. There's a little travel. Parker took that extra step when she caught that ball. That's a tough play, though, when you're catching it over your shoulder like that. Turnover. Into the lineup. Oh, no, Jakic's starter. She's still in. Emma over to Jakic. To Libby. Out by the logo. Taken away by Arillo. Claudia turns the Jets on. Down the paint, off the glass. Can't get it to go. O'Brien puts it back and in. 2 minutes to go here in the first. That one is knocked away. Loose ball. Leah Parker comes up with it. Here comes O'Brien. Down the lane she goes. Right-hand layup, up and in. Hoop and a harm. First foul against Sewickley Academy. And she converts on the three-point play. Ball out of bounds. Off of Morgan O'Brien. Panthers will trigger in with 1:45 left here in the first. Yakic. To Whitcraft, back to Yakic. Takes the pick from Libby to Emma. Emma throws it into the paint, and we have a jump ball. It stays with the Panthers. Checking in for the Chargers is Libby Gallick. And Claudia Arulo will have a seat with a minute and a half left here. 90 seconds left in the first. Morgan O'Brien took that one away. Whitcraft was going to try to contain it there in front of the Charger bench. Can't do it. The Chargers just let it roll out of bounds. And with 1:25 left, here comes Libby Gallick. Over to Gallagher. Back to Gallick. Almost taken away by Libby Anarino. But Gia Marino gets the bucket off the glass on a nice ball movement there. Emma off the glass, underhand layup. Draws the blocking foul. I think this one's going to go against Gia Marino. That'll put Libby Anarino at the line. Yep, that was Gia, her first. Emma puts the first one in. Whitcraft comes out of the game as I didn't see who came in. And she goes 2 for 2. All the points from the charity stripe for Sewickley Academy so far. Here's Gallagher to Gallick. Parker. Thrown away. Here comes Sewickley Academy. It's Libby Anarino. Into the paint. She draws the foul. She'll be at the line for a couple. Chargers with another foul. I think Gallick, did I see? Yeah. Picks this one up for the Chargers. Libby fouled Libby. And Anarino at the line. .46 seconds left here in the first. Panthers trying to score another one here from the charity stripe. And they do. Here's Libby Gallick across the timeline. 40 seconds to go here in the first. Gallagher. And that was O'Brien. Can't get it to go, but Chargers come down with the rebound. Gallagher kicks it out. Saved by Parker to Morgan O'Brien. Gallick has it now. Parker. Gallagher. Down the lane. Has it taken out of her hand. She gets it back. 10 seconds to go. Shot no good. Brought down by Grayson in the lineup for the Chargers. And that's the buzzer for the first quarter. At the end of the first, it is the Chargers 19, the Panthers 6. Here at Sewickley Academy. Hey, you want to save the date and join us on Wednesday, February 7th at 7 p.m. as OLSH's Speaker Series welcomes Roberto Clemente Jr. This event is free and open to the public. Visit www.olsh.org/speaker series to register. Also, get your Charger Essentials as you watch the Sewickley clear this graphic so you can watch the cheerleaders there. Get your Charger Essentials at www.olshgear.com. Anything from sweatshirts to pajama pants to hats. Hey, we've got you covered. Gear up with the latest in Charger fashion to support your favorite teams during the winter season. That's www.olshgear.com. Getting ready to start quarter number 2. Here at Sewickley Academy with the score you see there, 19-6. Chargers pretty much in command since the opening tip here, Chase.
Yeah, they definitely have been. I mean, Morgan O'Brien currently has 7 points. Claudia Rulo has 6. And Gia Marino also has 4. And McKinley Walsh chips in with 2.
Chargers start with the ball here in the second. It's Marino, hands it off. And the bucket by McKinley Walsh. Coming in on the baseline. Here comes Emma Anarino over to Giardini, off the glass. First free field goal for Sewickley Academy comes here in with 7.5 to go in the second quarter. Dashner gets it inside to Walsh, pass to Presley Holmes, and she gets the easy bucket. Good ball movement by the Chargers here this morning. That one tried to get it over to Jakic on the inbound pass, but too tall for it, goes out of bounds. Chargers get it on the unforced turnover.
Yeah, now that's Sewickley Academy's 13th turnover so far today.
Wow. Hard to win games when you have that many, especially in the basically the first quarter.
Yeah, they had 12 in the first quarter alone.
Dashner to Marino. Dashner will launch a 3, can't get it to go. Bounces into Irulo's hands. Claudia goes up, she gets fouled. First foul on.
Looks like they're going to travel, not a foul.
Oh, okay.
From what it seems.
Yep. No foul called there, and it's Panther ball. But at any rate, it's a turnover, Chargers.
Yes.
Here goes Emma Anarino to the elbow, down the lane. Hands it off to Giardini. Back to Libby Anarino. Jump shot goes in. That was just a 2. That was up close to the line, but inside it, foot on. McKinley Walsh in the corner. Oh, nice pass to Irino. Baseline jumper. She makes it good.
What a great pass.
32nd timeout. I think this is another Panther. Oh, no, it was a Charger timeout. Yep. Looking at the scoreboard.
Yeah, sometimes there's timeouts.
Well, they didn't put it up yet.
Yeah.
30-second timeout. Always nice to come over here to Sewickley. Always nice to they can't do enough for you, and the Win Palmer legacy continues on with Heather Border.
Yeah, it's a great place, great people, and I will say this is my first time in this gym, and I really like this gym. It's
very
a newer
nice
gym. It's really nice.
Libby Anarino will trigger in from the baseline, and she tries to hit her sister and goes out of bounds. Over there, hits Marie Beege on the bench, and she wasn't in the game, so that's turnover, Charger ball. Walsh will trigger for the Chargers this time. Close to 5 seconds there, gets it out to Holmes. Iarullo from the wing, 3 on the way, air ball, picked up by Walsh though. Oh, good hustle there by Emma. Gets it over to Libby. Here comes Anarino down the court for the Panthers. Behind the back dribble. Gets her to the top of the key. Hands it off to Emma. Over to Jakic. Tried to get it to Skylar Nacito. Goes out of bounds. off in the Cito. Here comes Irullo, Claudia. Holmes in the corner. She's going to launch a three off the rim. Tracked down by BG, now in the lineup. She is in the lineup now.
Yes, she is.
Presley Holmes has a seat as Morgan O'Brien comes back in for the Chargers. Dashner to Irullo. Goes toward the bucket. Tries to throw it up. Goes out of bounds. Turnover. .540 to go here. Libby Anarino to Emma Anarino. She'll bring it down. Emma goes cross-court. Giardini from the elbow. Air ball goes out of bounds. Charger ball. Here come the Chargers. 5:20 to go here in the half. Almost taken away, but Morgan O'Brien tracks it down, finds Dashner back to O'Brien. Walsh, they work it around the perimeter. Claudia Irullo can't get the baseline jumper to go from the corner. Falls loose. Chargers come up with it. Morgan O'Brien off the glass. Taking adversity, turning it into points for the Chargers. Emma Anarino wildly off the glass, no good. McKinley Walsh comes down with it. We get a foul here. Yep. It looks like Libby Anarino was going to pick up the foul. First foul this quarter. There's O'Brien on the wing. Irullo back to O'Brien. Dashner. Marino on the foul line. That was miscommunication on the Chargers, and the Panthers couldn't gather it in. Giardini couldn't get it corralled in. Goes out of bounds, Charger ball. And Gallagher comes back in for the Chargers for McKinley. Marino off the inbound play. Comes Libby Anarino. Can't get it to go. Gets a rebound. All the way across to Emma. Top of the key. Thought about the three. Thought otherwise. Goes into the paint. Loses it. Over to Whitcraft. Libby now has it. She launches a three. Hard off the glass. And Marino with the rebound. Gallagher to Dashner to Irullo as they work it up the court. Morgan O'Brien, yeah. That pass kind of like handcuffed her, Chase, and trying to gather it in. She took an extra step. I mean, timeout called by Sewickley here.
Yeah, took an extra step on that. Some of those passes, they're hard because you got to take that dribble. You're too little too close to the basket. A little it's kind of hard to take that extra dribble there on those passes like that. But she'll get many more opportunities.
We'll step aside. We'll be right back after this. Chargers 29, Sewickley Academy 10. Don't go away. Here at Sewickley, 29-10 Chargers. OLSH alongside Chase Johnston. You're going to hear a lot of us today. We'll leave here after this one's over, head over to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart for the boys, taking on Brentwood in an important section action game.
Extremely important.
Yeah. That one was scheduled for last night, but because of the weather, they bumped it out.
This has just been a week of the weather, Al, I tell you. Early on in the week, then at the end of the week. I mean, we can't catch a break.
Layla Miller into the lineup for Sewickley, and we get a foul on the Chargers. Yeah, we got to endure some cold weather, I think, here for a couple days, and then it's going to start warming up, and then it's going to get nasty because it's going to start raining.
Yep.
Giardini tried to get it to Whitcraft, and Morgan O'Brien steps in there and intercepts that pass. Here comes Dashner across the timeline. Sarah up ahead to Gallagher. Ooh, I thought she shuffled her feet, got away with it. She has it again in the corner. Oh, jump shot, no good. Comes out. Here comes Emma Anarino down the court. Works against Dashner. Throws it up, no good. Gallagher had the rebound. Goes to Whitcraft, can't get it to go. Here comes Arillo down the court. Sewickley has numbers, though. Arillo goes to the bucket, throws it up, no good. Marino. Oh, jump ball is called. It's going to go to the Panthers.
Wow.
Must have got it clean going up.
Didn't expect that one, Al.
No, I didn't either.
I did not expect that one.
She was in a crowd of white.
Yeah.
Miller hands it off to Anarino. Libby, the floater in the lane, gets it to go. Nice little play there by Libby. Makes it a 29-12 game. 6 points for Libby. Dashner. Marino at the foul line. Give and go to Dashner. Layup, underhand. Won't go. Giardini ends up with the ball. They tie her up. Another jump ball. This time it'll go to the Chargers. Leah Parker comes in for Emily Gallagher for the Chargers. Morgan O'Brien from the baseline will trigger in. 2.5 to go here in the half. Irillo to O'Brien in the corner. She'll slow it down, bring it up top. Irillo pull up jump shot, no good. Off the iron, tracked down by Giardini. Double team, taken away by Marino, but they're saying it's a jump ball.
I tell you, Al, they're really pulling the early whistle on some of these jump balls and some of these plays. Yeah, real quick.
It's Anarino. Her sister trying to set a pick for her and didn't work out. Emma ends up with it. Works against Irillo. Double team. Irillo knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Panthers. 1:53 on the scoreboard clock here in the half. Giardini will trigger in from the corner. You don't see too many times inbound play. Oh, knocked right back in her face by Arillo, skying to get that one.
Yeah, usually not a lot of these from the corner. I'm kind of surprised by that.
Yeah, that's usually when it's like that, it's on the sideline.
Yeah.
Emma Anarino, bring it up top. 1:45 to go here in this half. Over to Whitcraft. Josie gets it down into the corner. Dashner will pick up the foul for the Chargers. That'll be the third on the Chargers, and I think the third on.
Yes, it will be.
On Sarah. Sarah playing that aggressive game today. McKinley Walsh ready to check in. Yep, and she will come in probably for Sarah. Yep, Sarah has a seat on the Charger bench. Giardini to trigger in. They get it in to Emma. No, they don't, as Claudia with those quick hands again knocks it out of bounds. We'll do it again. This time, Libby Anarino will trigger in. They get it in. It goes off of Emma Anarino, out of bounds. Charger ball. Here comes Claudia. 90 seconds to go here in the third, or in the second. Claudia takes the pick, goes in, underhand layup, a little too short. Libby Anarino brings it up, 2-on-2. Lays it up off the glass, no good. Morgan O'Brien had the rebound. We get a foul. Is it? It's against the Panthers. It'll go against Libby, her second. Anarino. Claudia Arillo to Morgan O'Brien, approaching a minute to go. O'Brien and Arillo will play catch. A little give and go to Morgan O'Brien. Works against Miller. Goes baseline, brings it back out to Arillo up top. Under a minute to go. Arillo from the elbow. Gets it to go. Nice little play there. .40 seconds to go. Emma down the lane. Can't get the layup to go. Parker brings down the rebound. Here comes Claudia across midcourt. 30 seconds to go. They get McKinley Walsh to Marino underneath the bucket. Misses it. Morgan O'Brien puts it back up, and she draws the foul. Morgan O'Brien at the line for a couple. That foul was by Emma Anarino, her first. Morgan O'Brien makes it a 20-point game. Gallick and Grayson come in for the Chargers. Arillo and Marino have a seat. Miller comes out. Woodcraft back in. No, I'm sorry. It's BG comes back in as Morgan O'Brien goes 2 for 2. They scrum for it, and they have a rugby scrum down there. Jump ball, it stays with the Chargers. I say this all the time, Chase, but in girls high school basketball, there are a ton of jump balls.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
Ton of jump balls. I mean, anytime it's like close, it's like blow it quick, it's a jump ball. Grayson back out to Morgan O'Brien. The Gallic works against Emma Anarino. Emma just takes the pass right out of Libby's hands. Libby comes back, knocks it out of bounds, but that's the end of the half. So, as we go to halftime, the Chargers with a 33-12 lead over Sewickley Academy Panthers. Don't go away. We're going to come back with some halftime stats and get you ready for the second half. And doubleheader day here on the OLSH Sports Network, as the Chargers playing the Panthers now, and then the boys will play Brentwood later on this afternoon. Don't go away here on the OLSH Sports Network. 33-12 Chargers.
These students in grades 1 through 6 have participated in our junior hoop skills sessions with SA coaching staffs, working on skills and
I personally love the family environment of OLSH, and that's what I saw from my first day coming in as a freshman. Everybody was kind and helpful.
All the teachers and all the students, we all treat each other like family, so it's more like a homey type feel.
You get to know everyone who goes here.
It's like a community. Everyone's together and we're all just like a family.
I think I've grown more religious through the teachings and understanding the religion better.
With the amazing theology teachers and getting the chance to go to church every week, it's definitely expanded my faith.
Different things like Cairo retreat or being able to come to confession or go to adoration here in the chapel every day gives you really a good opportunity to connect with God and express their faith and not feel shy about it.
The teachers are incredible. They make you feel like one of their own kids.
I feel comfortable going to them at any time for whatever the need be, and I know they always have my back to help me.
They get to know you personally and get to help you in different ways.
They're not just worried about your grades, they're worried about how your feelings are. They care about you more.
OLSH is a place place where you can get involved in a bunch of different things.
It sets you up for college.
It's a school full of many opportunities that'll help you grow not just spiritually, but also just as a person in general.
OLSH is one big family. Everybody knows everybody.
OLSH is challenging adventure, and it really just is an amazing experience.
Yeah, they had Sewickley had.
Back at Sewickley Academy, you see it's halftime. Chargers with a 33-12 lead over the Panthers of Sewickley Academy. Game one of our doubleheader here on the OLSH Sports Network. Chase Johnson alongside. I'm OLSH saying thanks for tuning in, and hope you can join us. Scheduled for 4:30 start for the boys this afternoon. In the meantime, you want to join Mrs. Jessica Selman and Mrs. Kathy Newbert in the OLSH Auditorium Wednesday, January 24th at 6 p.m. That's this Wednesday for Scholarship and Tuition Assistance Informational Night. Easy for you to say. The event is open to all current and prospective families with students who plan to or are already attending OLSH. For more information, email J. Selman, that's JSELLMAN @olsh.org. Hey, another date for you to save. Save the date for the OLSH Spring Open House. It's going to happen on Thursday, March 23rd from 5 to 7 p.m. You can explore all that OLSH has to offer and see what makes OLSH the best independent Catholic high school in our region. Also, if you want more information on the OLSH Chargers for rosters, stories, and more, please visit www.olshathletics.org. Send out a special thanks to our website sponsor, Covenant Financial Advisors. And as always, this is when we send out our greeting to Sister Francine. Sister, hope you're watching, and hopefully we'll see you this afternoon out at the AAC.
I tell you, Al, she's going to sneak in like last time.
Last time she did. She snuck in. I think she went underneath the bleachers.
Yeah.
She had to have, because, yeah. Hey, another date you want to save is for the 34th Annual Love Walk for the Poor. That's sponsored by the OLSH Campus Ministry, and it'll take place at OLSH on Sunday, February 11th. The OLSH chapter of National Honor Society is hosting a dress resale shop in the AAC on Saturday, February 24th. As they prepare for the sale, they're looking for donations of semi-formal dresses from now through the end of January. The focus is primarily prom. However, homecoming dresses and middle school dresses will also be accepted. Now know that the dresses must be in clean, good condition, and donations can be brought to the OLSH main office during business hours. Back to this one, Chase. Chargers in total command pretty much from the opening tip. We were talking about it before the break. You know, a lot of this coming from Panther turnovers.
Yeah, no, 100%. When you talk about Panther turnovers, I mean, in the first half, they ended up with 17 turnovers opposed to OLSH's 11. And that's definitely a big thing. And a lot of it's not, I wouldn't say, it's kind of like getting down into the paint and just easily just missed dribbles, losing the ball, and turning it over. And that's kind of been the staple today for OLSH. And also, like we've said in the past, like scoring points off turnovers for this OLSH team is a big proprietor of their lead so far today. But we can run down through the scoring real quick. We'll start with Sewickley Academy. Their leading scorer currently is Livy Anarino. She currently has 6 points. Their second leading scorer is Grace Jardine, and their third with 3 points. And then also the third leading scorer is Emma Anarino. She currently has 3 points. Looking also over, we can look at OLSH here real quick. Their leading scorer is Morgan O'Brien. She has 11. The second leading scorer is Claudia Irulo. Their third leading scorer is Gina Marino. She has 6. Also, Claudia has 10 points. And then you have McKinley Walsh with 4 and Presley Holmes with 2. And that rounds out the scoring for the Chargers.
Here you see the Chargers warming up here at halftime. Panthers yet to come out of their locker room. But I think, the Chargers just need to keep doing what they're doing. I like the ball movement in the first half. They were moving the ball around and making the Panthers chase, and I think that's opened up a lot of shots for them.
Yeah, it definitely has. And like you said, when it comes to ball movement for this team, and I've got to watch this team a few times over the last few weeks, when they start getting into those fast-paced ball movements, getting the ball down the court quick, really pushing the teams down there and down in the paint, that's when they are the most successful. And it obviously shows today. A perfect example, someone I talked about in the pregame was Morgan O'Brien. She currently, like I said, has 11 points, leading the Chargers in scoring. And then Claudia Irulo with 10. That's kind of the dynamic duo for the Chargers so far this year.
For the Panthers, obviously the leader for their team is number 10, Libby Anarino. But you know what? There's a couple freshmen in their lineup that I think it's good for the future for this Panther team. Grace Giardini and Emma Anarino, 2 freshmen that I think are some pretty good ball players. Didn't have very much luck here in the first half, but you could see the skills that were in both of them. And I think the future, if they're in their future, it's bright for the Panthers here.
Yeah, and this Sewickley Academy team is an extremely young team. They have 7 freshmen on this team. They have 2 sophomores, 5 juniors, and like I said, one senior. Yeah, I mean that kind of sums it up for them. And extremely young team. And if you look at in the past for this Sewickley Academy team, they kind of go through these spurts. In the early 2000s, they were like this, and then they kind of broke through, started to win a lot of games, and then kind of started getting the playoffs and such.
Irulo with a steal and a bucket as we start the third quarter. Libby Anarino can't get it to go. Here come the Chargers. McKinley Walsh up to Irulo. Back to Walsh. In the lineup is Hummel for the Chargers.
Yeah,
Cameron
getting her first action of the day today.
Yeah. She was nursing a knee injury beginning of the season, so get a travel on the Chargers. And this is probably some good news for Coach Doc Quinn. She's one of the main softball players for Coach Quinn as well. So had a big home run in the playoffs last year for the Chargers. Yakic to Emma. Back to Yakic. Over to Giardini. Libby to Jakic. 3-second violation on the Panthers. So each team has had a 3-second violation, another turnover. Cameron Hummel. Hands off to McKinley. To Morgan. To Cameron. She'll launch a three. Hummel! First tray of the game for either team. Libby Anarino to Emma Anarino. Gets double teamed over in the corner, picked off by Claudia. Bounces around, pinballs around. Still comes around. McKinley Walsh ends up with it. Then Hamill with another bucket. Cameron comes in 5 quick points for the young lady. Libby loses it. Up ahead to Morgan O'Brien. Off the glass, rolls in. Quick timeout called by Coach Capozzi. Calls a 30-second timeout. Well, we got the moment. Save the date, another date to save. This year's annual OLSH auction will take place on Saturday, April 20th. Mark the date down. And it's going to happen at the Pittsburgh Airport Marriott Hotel. More information coming.
Yeah, how about Cameron Hummel there? Quick 5 points so far, right off the bench. Cold coming off the bench.
Yeah, like I said, she was nursing a knee issue early in the season. Obviously, she's getting healthy. She was in earlier in a couple games, but getting some action here tonight. She'll have a seat now. Oh, no, Cameron's still in the lineup. I was looking at Leah Parker over there. Here's Libby. Giardini to Jakic. The floater won't go. Rebound brought down by McKinley Walsh. She'll go down the sideline. Brings it across the timeline, slows it down for Morgan O'Brien. You look at McKinley Walsh, you don't think of her as a rebounder, but she gets her fair share of rebounds.
Yeah, she does. 100%.
Marino to Morgan O'Brien. Has it taken away. It's Emma to Libby. Anna Marino down the paint, changes the lanes, puts it up and in. That was fighting all the way for Libby Anna Marino. And it's a 30-point game. We got a running clock. Oh, no. Somehow I got the score wrong. Libby can't get it to go. Here comes Claudia. Morgan O'Brien can't get it to go. Emma hands it off to Jakic. That doesn't go. Claudia comes down with it. Here's Claudia. Slow it down. Morgan O'Brien, 4:20 to go here in the third. Miller and BG ready to check in for Sewickley. Hummel with another three.
Wow.
Cameron.
Wow.
30-second timeout called by, I think Coach Dawn called that one.
Yes.
I think their timeouts on the scoreboard are wrong.
Yeah, they definitely are. If I have down that Sewickley currently, they have 2 left, and OLSH has 3 left.
Okay, I'm on the same page with you. Yep.
Yeah, I think early on there in the first half, they only put 1 on the board.
Yeah.
Then they just stopped putting them up. Yeah, how about that? We got 8 points from Cameron Hummel.
8 points already.
Yeah, right cold off the bench. Right off the bench.
Hey, Mooncrest Neighborhood Programs is excited to host its first Valentine's Ball at Montour Heights Country Club on February 10th. from 6 to 10 p.m. Now, tickets are $85 a person and must be purchased in advance. To arrange ticket pickup or to have any questions, contact Nancy Lowry at nlawry@feliciansisters.org. And Hummel's going to have a seat, and Emily Gallagher will check in for the Chargers. 3:45 to go here in the third, and it's Gallagher with the ball. And miscommunications there. Irulo was headed toward the baseline, and Emily thought Claudia was going to stay out up top, and the ball goes out of bounds. And here comes Emma Anarino across the timeline to sister Libby. Works against Claudia. Claudia tried for the steal. Libby throws it up and it rolls. It stood on the top of that rim forever. Finally goes out of bounds off of one of the Panthers.
Yeah, that one hung on there for a while.
It did. It just sat up there. Here's Gallagher, top of the key, over to Irulo. Elbow. Short off the iron. Irulo gets it out to Gallagher. Gallagher up top. In the lineup for the Chargers is Shea Trombetta. Just noticed her, and Trombetta has the ball. Jump shot. She gets fouled. They called it blocking. That was more like on the arm, but
yeah.
Yep, that one's going to go against Emma. First foul of the quarter. Trombetta gets one. They're not putting points up anymore for the Chargers. So my points might have been right before.
Oh, boy.
So I'm going to put my points back up that I had. I have 48-14. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I have also.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Libby to Emma. And you know what they did? They put one of the threes because they have 17.
I think that's what I see. Some commotion going on over there with the book.
Yeah.
People, it looks like they're kind of tallying up points right
Libby
now.
with a nice two. I have 48-16 right now.
Yeah, it looks like that's what they're definitely conversating about the book right now over there.
Here's Marino. Oh, wide open is Walsh underneath. And I got Chargers with 50 points. Checking in for Sewickley, Isabella Zuluaga. Was practicing that one all before the game, Chase.
Yeah, we both were.
BG picks up. She gets fouled. I remember maybe it was on Libby or Emma. I don't know which one, but the Chargers get a foul. It'll be the second on Gallagher. Here's Sarah Dashner up the court. To McKinley Walsh, to Trombetta. Nice little two.
I tell you what, Al, some of these younger players for OLSH starting to get in on the action a little bit.
Yeah. Here's Grayson getting ready to check in for the Chargers, Annabeth. Long three. Rattles around. Taken away by Dashner. Here come the Chargers. Under a minute to go here in the third. Walsh to Marino. She puts it in from baseline. Well, even by their scoreboard, it's 30 points now, so it's a running clock. Libby loses it. Here comes Gallagher. 2-on-1 for the Chargers. Walsh is with her. Gallagher goes up, can't get it to go. Libby comes all the way back, picks it up. Anna Marino into the paint. Can't get it to go. Get a foul called. And I think that one's going to go against Sewickley. Does. And Areno picks up her third, and that's the quarter.
So let's get this right. What do we have score-wise?
I have 54-16.
That's what I have.
I have 54-16, so.
I still think they're going back right now. It looks like they're still trying to tally that up.
Yeah. I was with you. I saw the scores comparing books in the middle of the quarter there.
Yeah, and it still looks like the official score there. Still looks like he's counting up points.
So at the end of 3, our scoreboard has 54-16. Their scoreboard has 49-19. But I think I'm positive they only have 6. Sewickley only has 16 because they put a 3 up on Sewickley's scoreboard instead of the Chargers. So, and then while they were talking, they missed one of the buckets. And hence the 5-point difference.
Yeah. And I see over at the table right now, they're still tallying things up.
Don't forget, this is just game 1 of 2 today. Boys will be taking on the Spartans of Brentwood in the friendly confines of the AAC at 4:30. Chase and I will pack up and head on over there and bring you that one as well.
Just a busy day today, Al.
Yeah, it's fun though. It's one of those. It's one of those. It reminds me of being down at Heinz Field. Well, now it's Acrisure Stadium for football all day.
Hey, it's a fun time to be down there.
Yeah. Or being at the Pete for championship games all day.
See, every year I usually take photos for that. Usually every year, and last year was the first year. The first year I got to do it. First year I got the opportunity to do it, and had a ton of fun. It's an extremely long day.
Oh, there's one that went through Claudia's hands. Emma can't get it to go. Grayson hands it off to Claudia. Here come the Chargers again, reset. Underway here in the 4th, running clock. Oh, almost a bucket for Leah Parker. Didn't go, and I didn't see who got that.
It was Morgan O'Brien.
Morgan. Well, they're staying with what's on the scoreboard, unless the scoreboard operator hasn't fixed it yet. So that one goes out of bounds off of Sewickley. Checking in for Sewickley is Milan Warfield Payne. BG will have a seat. Parker out to Claudia. Oh, nice pass to Morgan O'Brien. Quickly out to Parker. Long 3. Rattles around and brought down by Libby Anarino. Libby goes into the paint, gets triple teamed actually. And we're going to probably jump ball, and it will stay with the Panthers. Well, they put a couple more points on for the Chargers. They got it at 53. I have 56.
Yep.
Presley Holmes getting ready to check back in for the Chargers. Holmes does come in for Morgan O'Brien.
Yeah, this is the first time in a long time I've been at a basketball game where the score, they kind of have it all out of whack.
It's easy to do if you hit. I've done it here.
Yeah.
You know, you hit the wrong points total and you get all out of whack. Parker on the inbound pass knocks it out of bounds. We'll try it again. Clock's still rolling, under 5.5 to go in this one. And we get a foul on the Chargers. First foul of the quarter. That one goes against Grayson, picks up her first. Annabeth. Reno to Emma. Hits the stanchion, out of bounds, Charger ball. Claudia. Over to Priestley Holmes. 3 on the way. No, that one's no good. Claudia Arillo jumped in there and just ripped that rebound away. She gets fouled. I think that one's going to go against Libby Anarino. That will be her 4th if it is. It is. And we have a timeout called. Coach Eckerly calls timeout.
Yeah, now both squads down to two
timeouts. That's what I have,
yeah.
Yes. Again, the boys in Brentwood, a big one. Spartans and the Chargers this afternoon. They rescheduled game, not a makeup game, rescheduled from last night because of the weather. I looked through WPIL and probably 90% of the games last night were rescheduled.
Oh, there was a lot of schools yesterday that canceled
school
even the night before.
Right.
Before the Thursday night. I think I got up Friday morning and I looked, and I think they said over 400 schools either had delays or closed.
Yeah.
And I think of those, I think it was like 300 that had actually closed.
So, yeah, I got to use my snowblower for the first time in 2 years. Last year I didn't use it at all with the little bit of snow we had. And I estimate that when I used it at about 11 o'clock yesterday morning, there's probably 3.5 inches maybe.
Yeah.
And then we got another dusting, and then yesterday evening about 6 or so, after it was dark, I went out and I shoveled again. This morning was good. So, Claudia, 3 on the way. Won't go. Trombetta almost had it. Comes all the way out to Holmes. Parker now. They'll work it around. Approaching 4 minutes to go. Ooh, right through the hands of Grayson. And here come the Panthers. It's Emma. Tried to go up, and Trombetta is going to get her on the arm.
Looks like for the Chargers, you're about to have a platoon swap here also.
Line change.
Yeah, completely.
Hockey line change.
Yeah.
Yep. Who I see over there? I see Libby Gallick, Emily Gallagher. That one rolls in for Emma. Hummel comes back in. Who else we got there? We got Keely Bodner in the lineup.
Yeah, was trying to get who that foul was on there, but it seems that they are not putting it up on the board. So
I think that was Trombetta.
Okay.
She was the one that was there. That one's knocked out of bounds. No, it stays in. Then it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Charger ball. Nope. They're going to say it was off the Chargers, out of bounds. Giardini has it. She loses it out. And now, it's going to stay with the Chargers, or the Panthers. Try it again. Giardini once more will trigger in. Approaching 3 minutes to go here in this one. It's Emma Anarino. Giardini can't get the jumper on the baseline to go. Sarah Dashner comes down with it. Here comes Libby Gallick across the timeline. Under 3 to go. Hummel. Gallick. To Cameron. Cameron with her 8 points. Gallick.
You got to watch here, Al.
Gallagher. Oh, nice underhand. Dashner trying a baseline jumper. Didn't go. Goes out of bounds off of the Panthers. Under 2.5 to go. Did we get a timeout? We did.
Yes.
Sewickley.
They're down to one last timeout.
Yeah, I think Sewickley took one. Yeah, I saw Coach Capozzi come up to the official and quickly the whistle blew. Yep. Hey, they got the, well, they have us with 3, though, the scoreboard.
Oh, boy.
And the fouls are off, too. But
here we are. It happens.
At any rate, the Chargers with a huge lead here with 2:21 left. The scoreboard here says 53-20. So, and you can see what we have it at, so. I'll have to come back and watch this one and count the points again. The scorekeeper over there, the official scorekeeper is again walking over.
Yeah, they've been walking over back and forth the last 2 quarters the entire time. And I guarantee you they're missing buckets when they're
doing it, yeah. Hummel with another bucket. Emma throws one up off. It goes off of Josie Whitcraft out of bounds. That should be Charger ball, but I think it's going to stay with the Panthers. Giardini will trigger in. Under 2 to go here. Only question is, I think this one's been decided. The only question is, what's the final going to be? And I think when we sign off, we still won't know what the final score is. And we get a turnover by the Chargers. 90 seconds to go with the running clock. Handed in. Emma gets it over to Giardini. And a 3 from Libby. Now I have him at 20, but they got him at 23. Kick ball, it's going to be with the Charger, Charger ball. Minute to go. Hummel. She probably the easiest one, and Cameron misses it. Here comes Libby over to Emma. Emma rolls it in.
I'll tell you what, Al, she hits that one. She's the second leading scorer for the Chargers in this game.
Who, Cameron?
Yeah. Yes.
Another foul. This one goes against Libby. And I think we had a timeout.
Yes.
Yep. Sewickley calls their final. $26 seconds.
Uh-oh.
Way out in front is Bodner. She throws it up. Can't go. Hummel. No, it doesn't go. Gallagher now kicks it out to Hummel. Taken away by Libby Anarino. 10 seconds to go from the elbow into the paint. Taken away by Gallagher. No, she fouled her. Gallagher is going to pick up this foul, but that's going to be the game. So, don't know what the final score was, but we'll go by ours. I have the final score at OLSH 58, Sewickley Academy 22. And again, it came down. They got it right, Chase, except for that one three-pointer.
Yeah.
And I forget whose three-pointer that was. It was probably Cameron's. Actually,
I think it was, to be honest with you.
Anyway, the Chargers getting it done here at Sewickley Academy. The Chargers' record after this one, overall record, goes to 11-5, and Sewickley Academy goes to 5-8 after this. And Chargers' next opponent is going to be Keystone Oaks on the 25th. I believe we're doing that one. Yes. That's next week, you and I on Thursday.
Yep.
At the AAC. That's a big section game. Sewickley Academy, on the other hand, their next game, for those of you from Sewickley that were watching this one, their next game is at Rochester on the 22nd. So that's a section game for Sewickley. But real quick, we'll wrap this one up, and we got to head on over to OLSH.
Yeah, we can just run down through the scoring here. We'll run down through Sewickley Academy to start. Libby Anarino had 11 points. Grace Jardine, Emma Amarino had 6, and Grace Jardine had 3. And looking at the Chargers, running down the scoring, leading scorer for the Chargers was Morgan O'Brien with 15. Second leading scorer was Claudia Rulo with 12. Third leading scorer, Al, was Cameron Hummel with 10.
That's nice.
The next leading scorer was Gia Marino. She had 8. The next leading scorer after that was McKinley Walsh. She had 6. Then Shane Trebetta had 4. And then Presley Holmes had 2. And Libby Gallick also had 2. And that rounds out the scoring for the Chargers.
Awesome. Well, the Chargers getting it done. I mean, they hit on all cylinders today. They limited their turnovers, and Sewickley Academy didn't, and that was, I honestly believe that was their downfall, because they were moving the ball well and played some decent defense. They just, when you turn the ball over that many times, it's hard to win games.
Yeah, their final tally on turnovers for Sewickley Academy, they had 25 turnovers.
Well, you just, yeah.
Opposed to
it's tough to win when you do that.
OLSH had 18.
Well, that's tough too,
yes.
But when the other team has 25, it makes it a little bit easier.
Yeah.
So, all right, from Sewickley Academy, Chargers win this one. The ladies come on top, 58-22 over Sewickley Academy. And we're going to close it down and head on over to Our Lady of the Sacred Heart and watch the boys take on the Spartans of Brentwood. On behalf of everybody here, I want to thank Heather Border here at the Sewickley Academy for being so good to us and treating us well, and doors always open with Sewickley Academy. Great place over here. Want to send our condolences and well wishes to Sewickley Academy on their loss of Win Palmer. It wasn't only a loss for the Palmer family and the Sewickley Academy family. It was truly a loss for all of WPIL, and he will sorely be missed. So on behalf of everybody here at OLSH and the OLSH Sports Network, I want to wish well wishes to all concerned. On behalf of everybody else, I'm OLSH saying thanks a lot. Thanks, Chase. We'll see you in a few minutes over at OLSH. Chargers again win 58-22 over the Panthers of Sewickley Academy. Thanks a lot, everybody. Stay warm. Stay tuned. 4:30. The boys in action here on the OLSH Sports Network. Good afternoon, everybody.